Hi, Flosstube.
Hi, Flosstube. Apparently we're going to do this together today.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. Today is Sunday, May...
Let's see, 26 minus 4. Today is the 22nd.
He knows that because our son will be at 5 in 4 days.
That kind of sucks. He's getting older.
So today, 2022 is 2022. This is Flosstube 24. And so it is like almost 9 o'clock in the evening.
It's been a longer day than we're used to, but it's okay. It's our son's first real birthday party where we've invited people outside of the family.
Yes.
It was a new experience. We had to fight off the weather. We had a Jesus be still moment with the weather. The storms were calmed until literally as we were leaving the park, which is not bad.
Yes, the weather was calling for storms for the afternoon all through
the week.
Yep. And so we were very thankful that it held off. We went kind of mad dash cleaning in the house to make sure we had a backup plan in case the weather did come. Thankfully, it held off, and we were able to have the party at a state park with a playground nearby. And it was super fun. He had a great time. It was Cars themed, which is what he wanted. And so I think it turned out really well. But it's just been a very long day because of that. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Kids are expensive. And
fun.
They're fun, but mistakes were made, Flosstube. But it's okay because our sister, my sister, hers through marriage, make sure I specify that. She jumped in and she is queen entertainer. So she jumped in and did everything else. We just bought what she told us to buy. And then she put it together.
She's a master party planner. She loves it. It is a gift of hers. And so she jumped in and helped because that is not something that I am strong in. But it was so fun.
Yeah, piñatas. Piñatas are a new experience because they make those adult-proof. I may or may not have accidentally hit my daughter, who's 2, in the head with it was a soft baseball bat. It's like one of those foam baseball bats. I may have hit her in the head trying to break the piñata for the kids. But it's okay. She has no bumps or bruises.
It was a gentle bump. He was holding her at the same time, and they were trying to do it together.
We
and
were.
She got bumped a little bit. Let's be real on what happened.
Mistakes were made.
Anyhow, that was our day. Yesterday he had his big soccer tournament. So he played a doubleheader. He has really come into his soccer skills, wouldn't you say?
My chair's way over here and the camera's way over here. And so I do love my wife, but I am leaning on purpose. I'm sorry. And yes, as far as soccer is concerned, yes, he has come a long way. So there are parents that come in stages. You have your normal parents that just, once in a while your kid gets the ball, you cheer. You have your quiet parents. Usually the coaches like those parents a lot. Then there's me. And I am yelling at all the kids on the field from a coach's perspective to where they're supposed to be, where they actually are, and where they end up. Those are all different spots. And so, but it was fun.
He kind of jumped in and helped with practices with the coach.
The coach did ask for help.
I think next year he's going to be an assistant coach.
No, I'm going to be daddy.
I think he's going to be both. The program that we go through, also you have to do volunteer hours because it's a volunteer-based program. If you don't meet those hours, there's a fee that you have to pay. And we were not able to meet those hours this year because of work. And I signed up for things in the wrong spot because mom brain, maybe? I don't know. And I couldn't do it the times that I actually signed up for. And then when I went to sign up again, all the spots were filled for the times that it was a mess. So I got to hand in a lovely check yesterday. And so if he were to assistant coach, that would cover our volunteer hours. And he's really good at it. He jumps in and he helps the kid. I mean, if he's going to help out, he might as well get credit for it, right? In the fall?
We have things to discuss as a family.
He's really good at it. He used to coach my niece soccer before we had kids, when she was a lot younger. And so anyhow, that was our weekend. So it's been busy.
So you are now welcomed into our home. Now, speaking of our home, wait, what am I supposed to be doing?
Should we talk cross stitch?
Let's talk cross stitch.
Okay, let's start stitching now that we've got the brief life update out of the way. So this has been a not so full stitching week. I've had lots of evening meetings. You might disagree with that.
I haven't seen my wife this week.
There's been a lot of work in the evenings, and thankfully, I think for the most part, that's mostly done. So in the evenings, I've not had a lot of
Vacation.
that too, vacation. So there are some things that have progress. I did get a couple finishes that I'm going to show, and he's going to be my Vanna White again. And so the first one, I had mentioned this in my maybe last video or the video before, that I had an exception to my WIPMaynia for a start, and this was a start, a finish, and now an FFO, and that is because it is a graduation piece. So for anyone, graduation season is here. If you have any graduation pieces that you need to do, this was really quick. And this is the Lizzie Kate Bless the Graduate. And no judgment here. The reason why I came across this early in the month is I was already planning ahead to Jolly July, which is all Christmas stitching. And I was looking through my, he's learning a lot.
We're gonna have, wait, what's June?
Oh, I'll talk about June in a little bit.
No, but I want to know now what June is, because if we have Jolly July, and so May is Mania.
There's nothing really technically special about June. You kind of make your own plans.
So we can be in tune with June.
In tune with June.
I suck at this.
So anyhow, I was going through my Lizzie Kates because there's a lot of Santa and smalls that you can do for Christmas. And I came across this piece in the beginning of the month knowing that her graduation was at the end of the month. So I decided I could stitch it up pretty quickly. And it did come together very quickly. And so here's the finish. Can't see it. Oh, good job. Okay.
Oh, that's covering her. I'm covering me.
No, it's fine.
Cover nobody. We can put it in the middle.
It's stitched on a 28 count Artiste. I can't remember the name of it. Mostly called for colors, but if not, I may have switched a couple things up just to have what I had on stash. This is a finish in a box from the dollar store. And so I just put it in there on top. I can't remember what it said though.
It says bless the graduate.
Well, that's what that says.
Oh,
I don't know what
sorry.
the sign said.
Is it on a magnet?
It is not on a magnet.
Oh,
it's glued in there.
Okay, she usually has magnets. I'm sorry. Shoot. I'm gonna stop breaking stuff.
Yeah, please don't take it apart. And so I'm going to point out though, y'all, this is 1/1. I did it. And I did have to chart this, but it gives you all the letters and how to do it. You just have to kind of make sure it stays even with what you're doing. And then they give you the numbers as well. And I think on the chart, there's a button here. And I did not have the button, so instead I just charted a heart, a pink heart right there. So her graduation is Friday. We are driving down before we go on vacation to celebrate her high school graduation.
It's good seeing you guys.
And we're very, very excited about that. To be able to give this to her, and then she's going to the Navy. I hope that she'll take it with her as a remembrance of us while she is in boot camp, especially. So that is Bless the Graduate.
Is she allowed to take stuff to boot camp?
I think so. I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe she'll have it after boot camp. I don't know how that goes. Okay, so there's a story. You can help me with the story on this one.
I got you. I
think
boo.
he's got this one. So this is a finish.
I have no idea what we're fixing to talk about.
This is a finish from 2018.
Oh, bless. Now I have to go back in the memory bank. That's 4 years ago.
You have to go even further back.
Isn't it 2022?
It is.
Oh, you
However,
said 2018.
that's when I finished it, but there's a story that goes along with it. So, back in 2016, for our 5-year anniversary, we had...
We went to Italy.
Oh, he's spoiling it. Spoiler alert. All right, so we we're saving up for our 5-year anniversary.
You just told me to remember. You didn't tell me I had to remember and keep quiet.
We're saving up for our 5-year anniversary trip because we still didn't have kids at that point, and we decided, let's celebrate 5 years. When we got married, we were right out of college, didn't have a lot of money for a...
We still don't have a lot of money.
formal honeymoon.
It's okay.
And so we saved up to be able to go on, I think Jamaica is where we were planning to go, which would have been very relaxing and fantastic.
Yeah, we were going to do a resort in Jamaica, and then something happened.
Then we got a call in February, I think, from my sister-in-law, his sister, and they were about to go to Italy in April, and they found out that they had a second bed in their
The place that they were staying was with some friends in Italy, which...
friend's place that they were renting.
Yes, and they offered it for him pretty cheap. Well, they offered him the entire house, apparently. And so there was a couch that folds out into a bed in the living room. And so they told us, hey, we have a thing. And I said, great. What's the thing? So they told us that if we can get the travel over there, we have a place to stay in Italy for a week. So 24 hours later, my wife soon thereafter, we booked our air flight and we went to Italy for our 5-year anniversary.
And we got to see all
which was
the
actually
sights.
Officially our first honeymoon.
In theory.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to see all the sights, the Colosseum, everything. And then my dream was to go on a gondola ride in Venice. And so we took we took a train and we went on a gondola and we got lost in the streets of Venice.
And then our credit card did not work for us to get back home.
That's
and
not
that was,
true.
No, it was true. Remember, it was rejected, so Gene and Glenn had to help us?
I don't remember that.
I do. Because
Our credit card must not have been very happy that we were overseas. We told them we were going overseas.
It worked most everywhere else, but then they were like, wait a minute, y'all were in Rome this morning. Why are you in
Oh.
Venice this afternoon?
Maybe that makes sense. But we also almost missed our train back to Rome, which would have been a nightmare. But I had downloaded an app on my phone that worked without, because we didn't have Wi-Fi or we didn't have international calling or anything like that. And so I downloaded an app that worked without that. And that is how we got home, because the GPS that my sister-in-law and brother-in-law bought
By the
failed
way,
us.
just in case you care, Venice is a maze of buildings. A giant maze of buildings. And so that was quite
You
interesting.
need a little bit more time to navigate it than what we had allotted for ourselves. And so we were just grateful we got home. or
We've never been
back.
over... Well, we've been overseas. We haven't been over there, so it was an experience.
So anyhow, that is the backstory to why I stitched this piece. So this is Rome. I don't have the pattern in front of me. By Country Cottage Needleworks.
Comes full circle all the way around.
Here we are. And this is the finish. So I stitched it. I probably stitched it starting in 2016 or 2017.
Oh, this is where I take over. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. My son was born in 2017, and I was also finishing grad school. So this one probably took me a while to stitch. It's on a 28 count even weave of some kind. It's like a lightish, tealish green, maybe. Don't know.
It just looks like cross-stitch fabric to me.
Probably called for colors. There are some classic color works I can see in there. And then this piece that I finished it on, it came from Goodwill. And I don't know what it is. If you know what this is called, please let me know. This is what it looks like on the back. And it has this little piece that comes out. And so I'm actually going to use it as a stand. So this is me thrifting. Have no idea what this is used for. I just have no idea. But I saw it and it was like 50 cents. So I thought, yeah, I can repurpose that. I've had it with me for a long time. And
So we painted it last week.
yep, so spray painted it and then put this red fabric behind it. And then I got some rickrack, and I actually am going to tell you a little bit more about the rickrack. You ready to show that?
Oh, I can hold that. Yeah. So
I'll
I
show
learned,
the
I learned
piece.
what rickrack was today.
That's rickrack, yep. Okay, so
No, I learned this last week. I learned this one last week.
this was the rickrack and what it originally looked like. Can you tell the difference? I don't know. You may not be able to tell the difference very well. I'm like, oh, you can. One's darker. Okay, so that was the goal. I was looking at this, and when this came in the mail, this was the most I could get as far as turquoise that I wanted.
Two different colors.
They are. Because I wanted it to go with the top of this building. And so that blue was way too bright. So I took some red dye, the same red dye that I took, like the green and the turquoise, the dark green, and mixed it together to come up with a color that I liked. And then I baked it, and then I made it. So red dye works on
not
red
just
crack.
for chicken.
For a lot more. It bakes fabric. Can you believe it? So you can use red dye on if you don't have the right color and you want to change the color up. And it really, there was no issues with it. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. So anyhow, I did a whole bunch of it because I didn't know how much I was going to need. I didn't measure it out. I just, stuck it in there and baked it. Dyed it and baked it. Okay, so that is the finishes. So let's go into the whips. Like I said, some of them have some of them have more. I did come up with a finish, and there's one design that did not get worked on this week. I didn't stitch it all on Wednesday, I think. It was a very sad day. Okay, so starting with my Santa Sunday. This one, I'm going to admit, got a little bit more than just last week's stitching on it. Worked on it in the morning, worked on it in the car, and I worked on it last night when I should have been working on the other design that didn't get worked on. But I'm really a proponent of trying to stitch on the things that you like, because otherwise you're not going to be motivated to work on it. And so even though I'm loving everything that I'm working on this week, I did switch up the days, which kind of helped me stay motivated on them, because I do want to keep up with my now final week, going into my final week of WIPMaynia. But this one, I just had to get it finished. So here he is. And this is by Finally a Farmgirl, Chrissy, and one of her first patterns. And it is Santa's Helpers. And so I've been working on this for a while. And he turned out super cute. Mostly called for colors. Some of them I used from my stash. And then I did use Perfect Pie Crust for his face and DMC 115 for his jacket. And one thing I was going to... I don't know what that means. Note about it is that when you're stitching with variegated floss, you can tell here that I was stitching it back and forth and even up his arm. And then over here, I stitched it straight up and down. And so I did switch it up, which changes the way that it looks. And I didn't think about that until after the fact. Normally I think about that. I just didn't this time. But my reasoning is if you were to lift his arm up here and he'd have both arms up, it would have been probably straight across. At least that's how I envision it going. So because his arm is hanging down like that, that's why it's up and down. That's my reasoning. I think it makes sense. I don't know. Do you know what I just said?
It looks like cross stitch. It's a beautiful Santa.
He's going to be an ornament, a pillow ornament that my mom, hey, if you're watching, Mom, this is going to be one that I'm going to ask for help with. And it's stitched on 32 count gingerbread Lugana.
We'll see her on vacation too.
She'll be there. She was here today at the party. I just have to show him again because I think he's so stinking cute. So cute.
I think he looks like Santa.
Yeah, but he's such a cute, jolly, happy little Santa bag.
He's got the reddest, biggest cheeks I've ever seen.
Yes, he does have red cheeks. But Santa's supposed to have rosy red cheeks, right? You can toss that over there somewhere.
Team Santa.
I don't know what day I stitched these on. I'm going to just go in order of what's here. Because it's been a week. It's been a week, y'all. I need that board.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my June calendar crate by Stitching with the Housewives. I will be working on this in June still. I was hoping to have it done before then, but yeah, that's not happening. Not at all. And so I'm going to insert a picture here. It's probably going to go right over our faces of where I was last time. And so hopefully you can see the progress. So from memory, because I don't have the picture in front of me, I had started on strawberry, and I know I got the rest of it done. And I know I stitched all the words down here, and then I got the truck done in the white and stitching the house. So I think my plan is I'm going to finish the white up here with the house, and then also with the...
That's a house?
That is going to be a house. It's the bottom of the house.
Oh, I see the pattern.
And then the quilt that goes right here. So I'm going to stitch all that white, and then I'm going to fill in this bottom half with all of the color, and then I will stitch up all the strawberries because, y'all, that's a lot of strawberries.
Oh.
Yeah. My kids would eat all of those in one sitting because they love strawberries.
Yeah. Our kids are expensive.
28 count, black Monaco. We now know Monaco as a place.
Hey, some of us already knew that.
I did offer a sincere apology for that, I promise. And called for colors because I have the pack from Pack Quarter Shop. That comes with everything. Okay. That is that one.
Okay. Do you want me to zip it up?
If you want to.
I'm going to zip it up for her.
I don't think it's loud on zipping up. I did get a little bit of work done on my June sampler of the month. Or this is not June, this is September. That was June, this is September. I know, I'm jumping months. Can you tell he doesn't watch my videos?
Wait a minute.
If you watch my video, you know that I've been working on this. Oh, okay.
I married her.
He loves me. He loves my stitching. He's amazing. So this is where I'm at. I had started on barely on the leaves, and then I finished the leaves and started on the white here. So now I can start working on the house and the September name. So that'll be good. This is on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. They're both Monaco. And not the called for colors. Oh, I was going to tell you guys something. I don't think I told you this last time. If I did, I forgot. Please forgive me because my brain's a mess. One of the colors don't know. Oh, yeah. In the pattern, I think you can tell, maybe, if I get real close. That blue up top and in the pattern is really tealy, which I actually do have in here. So it's this color. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with really tealy. So it's that color. And I wanted it to be a little bit darker of a teal. And so when I started this last fall, because I was supposed to stitch it last year and finish it, did not happen, I changed my color. So as you can see, it is a darker teal color. Well, y'all, I didn't write down what I stitched, what I did. I didn't put the color back in the bag. No. So I went back and watched one of my videos. And I was like, surely I told everyone what I did. No, I did not. So I had to go digging through my floss and find the color that matched it. And I'm really hopeful I got the right color. I think I used Cypress by Weeks Dye Works. I think that's what I did. Does that look right to y'all? I think it is. But I didn't know. Write down what you change things to. I'm telling that to myself.
You can just restitch it.
Yeah, I don't want.
And then it would be a mania.
By restitching it?
Yeah, it'd start over. Wouldn't it be a work in progress?
Oh,
Wouldn't that classify?
It's
WIPMaynia?
WIPMaynia. That's what I'm doing is WIPMaynia. Normal mania is different. Mine's a little different.
I give up. I just know it's in May.
Anyhow, so I am learning to write things down way better to where I'm not confused when I don't finish things. All right, so number 5 in Fall on the Farm, and it is, I can't remember what it's called, Changing Leaves. So it's the quilt block, the center block for it. And did you see the new release for part 6? Did you see it? You totally did. It's got a cow in it, and it's so stinking cute. This is a series.
Okay.
She's releasing one a month. And so I'm trying to keep up every month with her releases.
So like a comic book series where you release once a month.
Yeah, but for cross stitch. So I'm trying to keep up with them. The next one will be shipped here soon, which means I need to finish this one. So I started it, and this is where I've got. So not a lot, but I'm loving it, and I can't wait to get it done before the cow gets here. I don't know if it's gonna be done before the cow gets here. What?
Before the cow gets here?
Yeah, because it was a cow that's on the next pattern.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we were having something delivered that I was not aware of. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so this is the big piece.
We do communicate.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to get it from the closet.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Sorry. And again, this one did not get a lot of work. This was Thursday. It was my last night of late night meetings. I stitched a little in the day when the kids were at school, but not for very much. This is Pageant Kings. It is by Treasures in Needlework. So I will go ahead and put up a picture of where I was last time. And then you will see the very, very little progress that I made in my very, very little amount of time. What?
Oh, you're making that. Oh.
Right?
Hey.
Yeah, hey. So I think I need to put this back so you can see. There we go. So I started in on the donkey here is what I am doing now. And Mr. Frog came out to visit me.
Wait, wrong side. Oh, shoot.
Nope.
I'm really not good at this.
You gotta go up higher. There you go. There we go.
This area.
Somewhere in there. So I realized I was off a stitch way up top when I started it. So I had to restitch the whole thing again. Me and restitching, kind of like my turtle that I had to restitch 3 times. But this one was only twice. I got it right the next time. But that's all that I've made on this one. So that was a very sad day to not see a lot of progress. But I'm going to keep working at it. I think this is one that works really well if I can get in maybe 30 minutes while the kids are at school. And during the day where I've got good light, I can just sit there and work on it. So I think I'm going to try one day a week while they're at school over the summer. We'll see how the fall works. Fall's going to be different because he'll be in kindergarten. She'll still be 2 days a week at school. I don't know. That's where we're going to get to fall when we get to fall. We're not going to think too much about that right now. We got something to think about it.
Can we get the vacation first?
Yeah, you know. There's that. This one did not see a lot of work either. I can't remember. I think I worked on this one morning because that night I didn't have any time either. This is Little House Needleworks America, her very first chart. And I saw someone stitch the house darker. So not in a white, but maybe like 2 shades of gray. And now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about changing that up. Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know. I like the classic white too, but then I saw it and I really liked it that way. So I'm debating because I haven't gotten to the house yet. All I have done is I finished some windows. I think I'd started the windows last time. So insert picture here of where I was. Oh, not that picture. The previous picture when I edit the video. But you can put that back up if you like.
I'm just gonna sit here.
So I think I just got some more windows, and I did have to do some ripping of one of them because I got it off. I think they're all correct now. Like I said, morning stitching. Sometimes my brain isn't working early in the morning, and it's not always my best. This is called for colors for the time being. We'll see if that changes. 28 count, like a coffee tea dyed. It was already blue. Even weave. I think Monaco.
We baked this one too.
I did bake this one, but I baked this one when I was very first trying out the baking process. Yeah. I've changed it up a little bit since then. And finally the piece along with my finish, Santa, that got the most work. This was Friday night. I actually had some time to sit down and stitch. My meetings are done for the evenings, so that was lovely. And this is my This Is the Day by Plumstreet samplers. And so insert picture where I was. I think I had the framing of the house done, started on coloring in some of the windows, and the door was done. So that's where we're at. So now I finished coloring in the windows. So all the windows have their color. And I've done 2 colors of the bricks. And then I also added in one of the chimneys up there. So this is now at this point kind of like stitching by symbol. So do you remember those paint by number kits? Did you ever have any paint by number kits?
Is that a question to me?
Yep, to you.
Yeah.
You can do
usually it was like color by number, but like with crayons and stuff, but yes.
Our son does a lot of color by number right now. His aunt sends him work, and those are coloring sheets. And
Wish
then
I had his work.
He gets to pick out a book at the end of the week.
We would renegotiate my payout though.
So this just reminds me of when I was a kid and I would go to the craft store and I'd get the paint by number kits. So I'm coloring or stitching by symbol right now to fill in these bricks. So that way I'm not having to rethread my thread. I've already got the color up there. And so I've got 2 of the colors of the bricks done. I've got 1 more done, or I've got 3 more to go, I think, and the roof. I was hoping to get the whole house done by the end of the month. It's not going to happen, but I will still continue to pick this one up in June.
But she can work on a lot while on the way to vacation.
I will be working, so I'm on the way to vacation.
Never mind.
I don't think I can multitask that, but that's okay.
I figured out a way.
Maybe I'll get some time in somehow. So those are all of my whips. I did have notes here that I took and they are gone, so we're just going to wing it now. I wanted to go over, I think there's some patterns over there. Oh, hey, he found my notes. So I had some Happy Mail. I think that's what it was. I think it's underneath all the things that you just put there. Whoops. That came in from Chris. She won a giveaway recently, and so she sent me a couple things. Oh, no, I've got them over here. That's my bad.
I'm over here doing nothing. What?
No, you have the giveaways from last week over there. You can grab those. So she had a couple patterns that she has either stitched or wasn't going to stitch that she shared with me. And thank you so much. I wanted to share a couple of them with you. And this is Home Sweet Home. And this was a stitch along. I don't know if I think it was a stitch along, but it was without quarter shop. And I know Kimberly stitched it. And then this was a full kit for the...
Sorry, I hit the camera.
Did you move them?
My bad.
Oh no, I'm sorry. So this is the chart. It has some of the thread in it. And it's so cute. So it goes perfectly with the bees. And there's a couple other cute things. Actually, my son has been in the mornings stitching with me. And so he has a little frog that I got him from the dollar store. I think I showed that in one of my episodes back in the fall. And he has it that we've been working on. I actually got him a needle. It's not a needle. Well, it is a needle. But it's, oh, where's it from? It's from Hobby Lobby. I think it's a crochet needle maybe. So it's bigger because he's working on a canvas. Anyhow, so when he gets up in the morning and he sees me stitching, he comes along, can we work on my frog? So we've been working on this frog. So she sent this, and it's a stitchable cuff. And so I actually think he would really enjoy doing that with me. And then it would be something that he could have that he could put around his wrist, and because he loves like the slap bracelets. He loves those. So thank you. I think I'm going to do this with him. I think he'll love it. And there's some other really cute things in there. So thank you so much for that package. I just want to share that. All right, so I'm going to do giveaways from last week, and then I'm going to talk about some haul and a little bit of plans, and you'll like this, for June. You can hear about June.
In tune with June.
Forgot to create a hashtag for In Tune with June. Okay, so the first giveaway from last week was by Hands On Design, and I am halfway through her trunk show with Kimberly and the Fat Quarter Shop. It was 2 hours long. I'm going to watch that in like 15-minute increments only because of time constraints and when I have time to watch. Oh, I can watch on vacation. There we go. But it's been really great to watch, and if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's so fun to see her talk about her patterns, how she's evolved as a designer, and where she was in the beginning. It's been really cool to learn more about her. And this is a pattern that I want to stitch at some point, so I do have it in my stash. But this goes to Jackie Onion. Jackie, I actually have your address, I think, from a previous giveaway, so I'm just going to get this in the mail to you on Tuesday. So congratulations. That was number 1. Number 2 is Stitch Till You're Content by, I think that's Dupe Design. This was something that I had in my stash, and it comes with the little scissors. And it's cute. So in this, the theme of cross-stitch related stitching. This goes to Devi Sisk, D-E-V-I. So congratulations. If you will just send me an email to my email address listed in the box below, I will get that in the mail to you. If I hear from you after, like on Friday or later, it will be in the mail in like a week and a half.
Vacation.
Because of that. We will not be in town for me to ship it. Okay, so number 3 was the mystery linen. And I did get a question from someone asking me about linen and why I don't like stitching on linen. Hence, I'm giving some of my linen away. And I don't really have a great answer except for maybe my tension. I'm not able to get the tension really good when I'm stitching it. And if I stitched in a Q-snap or a hoop, it just seems that when I stitch, it comes out uneven, which I think that's kind of the goal of even weave, is for things to be even, and I like it to look even. So I don't know if I'm just not doing it correctly, or I don't know. I've just struggled with it. And I'm not one to change my fabric when I don't like something that I'm stitching on. I usually try to trudge through it and get through it even if I don't like the fabric, just because I put so much work into it at that point, usually by the time I figure out I don't like it, that I don't want to put that work aside in all those hours. I want to get through it and get it finished. I don't want to start it over. However, I have done that once where I started and it was on a piece of linen that I was stitching on, and I hated how it looked. And I think it's because I started it when I was stitching in a Q-snap, and then when I switched over to stitching in hand, I didn't like how it looked. And so this was a bigger piece that was a Christmas present, and I decided that if I'm going to stitch on it, I really need the motivation, and I need to be something that I liked. So I completely changed the fabric, and that helped me be motivated to stitch it and get it done in time before Christmas. Otherwise, I don't think it would. But I still have the piece from when I was working on it, so maybe I will eventually get out the Q-snap and stitch that one on linen again, just because I had put a good 50, maybe 40% of work into it, and it was really hard to start over, but I just wasn't enjoying it. And so if it gets that bad, I will. But I think I've kind of found my comfort zone with my 28 counts, my 25 count, 32 count, but my even weave. And Lugana and Linda fabric. I found what I like to stitch on, so I pretty much know what I want to stitch on. And not that I'm against trying new things, but I have tried linen, and we just aren't friends right now. So until I figure out how to become friends with linen, it is my lost year gain, I guess. Is that how the phrase goes? Anyhow, number 3. That's my story about linen. This goes to Joanne Toby. I did warn everyone that it's late, and my brain is jumbled from the day. So Joanne Toby, please email me and let me know. Okay, so can you grab my tablet? I put it over there. Y'all,
I'll be right back.
I already filmed this once, and I told him that I was a hot mess, and he was so kind to come say, hey, I'll come sit with you and talk. So I put everything away, and I was like, okay, I guess we can film this again. Because the first time I just rambled on and on and on. I probably still am rambling here.
Hey, I learned about Even Steven tonight.
That was a TV show.
Oh, what did you talk about then?
Even weave.
That's
a little different. See, he was learning about cross stitch tonight. All right, so Primrose Cottage Stitches came out with their patriotic pieces, and this is where it ties into June stitching. I can't remember what they said.
In tune with June.
I can't remember what
You guys can hate me later, I promise. I'm sorry.
I can't remember what their hashtag was, but it had something to do with Stars and Stripes stitching or patriotic
Wouldn't that be
stitching.
July?
No, because you want to stitch it now to where you can display it in July. So you start early.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay. Pause.
If you're starting July starts in June, why are you starting Christmas starts in July?
Well, because it's Jolly July, and that way you get things done stitched in July, and you're really ahead of it for Christmas.
If you get a month for July, why do you get... That's 6 months, well, technically 5. Fun.
Because those of us who
6.
love Christmas want to stitch Christmas for a very long time. Because Christmas is very popular.
Team USA.
And Jolly July kind of just flows really well. But you get an
United
early start on
States
Christmas.
men's national team, we're taking the World Cup this year.
Oh, see, that's why he likes patriotic stitching. One of the reasons. One of them.
You get 1 month.
So, Primrose Cottage Stitches. They are doing a stitch along in June. If I can figure out what the hashtag is, I'll put it down below. But this is one of their releases that they just did. And it's super cute. And it'll be quick. These stamps are always pretty quick. So that was one of them. And then there is Land That I Love. Super cute. And this is Firework Kisses.
Oh, never mind.
And there's one more. Oh, Established 1776. So along with this, I did go ahead as well and get my...
This would make a nice little patriotic wreath.
Oh, that would be cute. Look at him. Coming for that. I have some ideas of what I want to do with these. This is my July 9 patch that I'm going to stitch in June. And then I did go ahead and get August as well because Jolly July, I'm going to be stitching Jolly stuff and not be stitching bees in July. So I want to get August done in June. So those are, that's my haul from this week. So I picked up those on PDF. And then I did go ahead and start kitting things up. Let me see if I can grab it.
Sorry, we're knocking the camera again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We love you, tubes.
One of the other ones that I want to stitch.
We'll fix that next time.
This is Heart in Hand, Patriotic Tiny Town. So I picked out my colors. I've picked out colors that are going to go with Primrose Cottage Stitches pieces because I have a finishing idea that involves this one and those. So we'll see if it turns out. I have to find the finishing piece, but I know what I want it to look like. So I'm hoping there's a piece out there that fits what I want. If not, hey Dad, I might be coming to you. Anyhow, along those lines, Colorado Cross Stitcher put out Cross Stitch Camp for this summer. So she explained all of it in her last video. So if you haven't watched that, definitely go check it out. So I participated last summer. I participated in winter camp. And I'm going to be participating this year. So I'm really excited. So for June, I've already picked out my pattern.
I just figured that out.
And I already had what I wanted to stitch. I thought it was going to be a Memorial Day start. I'm not going to wait a day later because it's got to start on June 1st. And so this is the piece that I've shown you a couple videos ago. The Sip and Stitch from Primrose Cottage Stitches. So it goes right along with what they're stitching. The theme for June for Cross Stitch Camp is... something that goes with a holiday. So there's so many things that you could do. You could do Christmas, you could do Halloween, you could do Thanksgiving, or even, some of the holidays that have passed, or patriotic. And so that is what I'm going to be stitching. And I've got some ideas for what I'm going to do in July, which is stitch something that is not in a framed finish. So most of my things go with that, but I want to do something that's new to me because I think that was also kind of the goal, is a new finish. And so I already have the finish. I've watched the video because it's a Twisted Stitcher finishing, so I've watched her tutorial on how to do it. I've got the piece for what I want to do. I just have to decide which of the few pieces I'm going to actually stitch. Are you thoroughly confused?
July 4th. Go Team USA.
So I will get to my July stitching. I'll talk about that next month sometime and share some of the things I'm going to do for that. But that is my June piece. And I haven't even figured out August yet because August is something that's new to you. So floss, fabric, a new designer. That's probably what I'll do. A new designer. I'll go find a new designer and stitch. There's so many designers out there and so many that I haven't stitched. So I will do that probably for August. Anyhow, Oh, and I've got some Pinker and Pumpkin quilting. Her blog, she has a ton of freebies. I've stitched a lot of them and shown them on here as well. And so she's got a lot of patriotic ones. So I've printed those out. They'll be pretty quick stitches. And they're going to go along in here with my fabric, with my colors, to where it all kind of goes together and matches. So those are some preview plans for June, even though I should probably talk about those next week. But I wanted to share that because it was part of my haul as well. So I am going to, or we are going to be at the beach on Sunday. So I'm going to try to film. I'm going to bring everything with me except for Pageant Kings. He will not be traveling. And so I'll insert a video of whatever, or a picture of whatever I'm able to get done this week. I don't know if it'll be, like, this one's going to be late tonight. I don't know when that one, because I don't know what our Wi-Fi situation is going to be as far as upload. But I'm going to be at the beach. But I am going to try to do a short video to finish up my WIPMaynia and be able to share with you guys what I've got accomplished. So I did want to just say,
while we're at the beach.
He'll be hanging out with the kids for a little while.
If you need me, I'll be at the beach.
He'll be at the beach.
Or putt-putt, please.
Yes, there's a putt. We do like putt-putt golf. I did want to say thank you so much for all of the comments, all the well wishes from last week. We are all feeling better. We got some rain today. Like I said, storms. So I think that's going to hopefully help with some of the pollen and the allergies. Yeah, so it's been covering everything. And I think everyone in East Tennessee is just, in West Tennessee, just a mess. It was also like 90 degrees, so it actually cooled down. The rain helped, but it's been, we kind of skipped spring. But I just want to say thank you so much. And if you're new, I think we got a little distracted in the beginning, and I didn't say thank you and welcome. So I'm so sorry. I'm so excited that you're here. I really appreciate you hanging out with me and my husband today. And I hope that you guys have a great week stitching and getting things done and just finishing up this month strong. Whatever mania or non-mania plans you're doing, I hope you're having a great time. And I will see you next week. Thank you.
And if any of you people just happen to be Team USA followers, we believe!